If you sleep in the desert at night, I never thought about that, but I think you might be right. I think I'd keep socks on though. I don't want him to lick my feet. Do you want a coyote to lick your feet?
Mr. Stonerad's the first one in the series, so we're really proud that we have an exciting author. You know, he's a kid's author, and one of the gratifying things about the new library has been how many kids we get through the doors and how many kids are using the library. So it's, for us, it was great that we had a children's author and an Arizona children's author that we brought in. We had 30 kids in here. They were preschoolers for this the first story, and I expect that we'll have that many for the 1 o'clock one for the preschoolers, and I imagine a couple dozen for the older ones too. So, and we've got people who are coming to the writer's workshop in the afternoon. So he is conducting a workshop on how to write nonfiction for young readers. So that too is an opportunity for people to get for free what they'd have to pay for, you know, a couple $100 in a writing class.
You just asked the hardest question you ever ask an author. What's my favorite story, my favorite book? I like all my books. I have 32 books, but I think one of my very favorite stories to read for the kids is Don't Call Me Pig, a Javelina story, and that's kind of been my most famous book to date. So I enjoy that one. And Desert Night Shift, the pack rat story that I did for the kids earlier, is fun as well. Actually, I should say my brand new book is pretty fun too. It's called Rattlesnake Rules. And probably a lot of people don't understand or know that rattlesnakes have rules. Did you know that rattlesnakes have rules? Yeah, they do. All animals have rules. And it's all about learning respect for the creatures that live here in the Sonoran Desert where we live. So it's fun reading and telling the stories from the animal's perspective. Oh, my favorite part of an event like this is meeting the kids, meeting the parents, and just seeing their enthusiasm, seeing them get turned on to reading through the stories. I get that feedback from them, which is important to me. You know, reading's not boring. Reading is interactive, and reading can be lots of fun, and you're going to learn all kinds of things. So just seeing them get turned on and being in a place like a library, which is one of my favorite places, that's all exciting for me. I always think it's kind of special to get an autographed book. I always look for autographed books myself. And it depends. I don't do book signings every time I do a presentation, but this is a very special event today in that part of the proceeds from the books are actually going to go to the Friends of the Library, which is going to continue to make your community library even better.
I saw you talking to a lot of the kids while you were doing the book signings. Any interesting stories that any of the kids had to say?
Oh my gosh, I have lots of interesting stories that I get. Today, the kids, they like to tell me about the animals they've seen, especially if we've done a specific story, and I'll hear about their adventures in the desert with a pack rat, or maybe they've seen a tarantula or a scorpion in their house, and I got lots of stories like that, yes.
Okay, and seeing a smile on the kid's face, is that really what does it for you?
This is what it's all about. This is what it's all about for me. I mean, sitting down, you're working on these books, and you're hoping that somebody's going to read them somewhere and get something out of them, and it's making a difference. And to see these kids smile, and to hear them ask questions, I mean, they're really engaged. My day is made already, just having had a room full of little ones enjoy my story and tell me about it. So, yes.